National Wax Museum Plus. Great Irish Writers, the home of James Joyce, the internationally celebrated creator of Ulysses, and Dublin humorist Brendan Behan, who once said,
"I only drink on two occasions, when I'm thirsty and when I'm not."
The bearded George Bernard Shaw was Ireland's first Oscar winner and the only person ever to win both an Oscar and a Nobel Prize. Sean O'Casey's explosive plays about working-class Dublin led to riots in the city's theatres in the 1920s. Samuel Beckett's Waiting for Godot enthralls and confuses audiences to this day. Sligo poet William Butler Yeats founded the Abbey Theatre, while Monaghan poet Patrick Kavanagh found inspiration and humour in country life.
Keep a firm hold of the handrails as you descend into the time vaults, where arms and gold were once held in the days of old. Tread firmly now.
Enter the world of Ireland's uncrowned aristocracy. For 500 years, the host of colourful heroes in this room dominated medieval Ireland. In 1170, Strongbow, the leader of the Norman invasion, married Aoife, daughter of the King of Leinster, making Strongbow Ireland's most powerful man in his day. It triggered centuries of rebellion against foreign rule. Silken Thomas was an early rebel leader who led an assault on Dublin Castle against the reign of King Henry VIII, but was later executed at the Tower of London. The pirate queen, Grace O'Malley, sailed to England in the 16th century to meet Queen Elizabeth in order to broker a peace deal and halt rebellion in Ireland. As you enter the home of Irish myths and legends, beware the ferocious hound of Cullen. In here are the tales spanning thousands of years of magic, witchcraft, druids, curses, heroes, wars, and mythical creatures. The hound is the first stop in our story. This beast was famously slain by the hurl and slither of teenage Setanta as it guarded a feast for King Conor of Ulster and his warriors. The lady in her crannog is a Bronze Age woman, one of the earliest settlers in Ireland who lived off the land by farming and fishing. Much later in the story of the country came Saint Patrick, who brought Christianity here in the 5th century.
Irish High King, look upon the shamrock as a symbol of the Holy Trinity, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
The age of Christianity flourished, with monks building monasteries and creating precious artifacts, including the Ardagh Chalice, the Book of Kells. The history of Ireland's religious wars, the battles between the native Catholics and Protestant settlers. On the left is Oliver Cromwell, Lord Protector of England, Scotland and Ireland, and by far the most notorious and hated figure in this period of Irish history. He invaded the country ruthlessly in 1649, murdering thousands of Catholics and sending them to hell or to Connaught, as well as handing some 11 million acres of land to Protestants. The Great Famine was a time of starvation, disease and mass emigration, which reduced the population by a quarter. A potato blight had wiped out the source of food that 1/3 of the country was entirely dependent on. Between 1845 and 1852, 1 million people died and 1 million more emigrated, with many of them dying aboard coffin ships to America. The scene in this room is typical of the time. A poor starved man and his wife, too weak with hunger and sickness to help their dying child in the cold, damp cottage. Outside, their landlord's bailiffs are evicting them and knocking down their home. Central Dublin was reduced to rubble in the fighting, with the GPO almost totally destroyed.
We declare the people of Ireland.
Hundreds of Irish volunteers were arrested and sent to jails in England, but dozens were executed.
But I look forward equally to a new era of friendship and reconciliation between Unionists and Nationalists, in which each tradition can learn truly the value of the other.
Buffalo Bill is busy at work, Clarice. What do you do? What do you do? Can you stop Buffalo Bill in time to save poor Catherine from the slab?
You see a lot, Doc.
Yes.
But are you strong enough to point? High-powering perception of yourself.
No, Clarice. How slippery of you, and you were doing just fine. You fly out of school now, little starling. Fly, fly, fly. I do wish we could chat longer, but I'm having an old friend for dinner. Bye. You son of a bitch.
Welcome to my home ground, Australia, and the freedom of your own village.
Climb to the top of the beanstalk, friends. You'll find a tunnel with a magic end. And those of you who've had too much tea, you'll find a toilet in which to pee.
And if this great experiment, that is life on Earth, were to be run again,
And don't forget Batman! Junior, 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 Batman! Ooh, and the hero wizard, Harry Potter! Hello, Hammer. What are you doing with that wand? Damn stupid boy wizard! Anyway, don't forget to check out the magic mirror on the wall, but beware the wicked queen. Oh, you dead queen! You tried to kill Snow White, you little! And look at the cute teeny land of Ladybug.
Oh no, wait, I'm so much taller! Hey! Hey! I'm so much taller, Maggie!
Oh, here's one.
Gabriel to his fans following them from Oxys in 1999 after 37 years. Michelle Smith became the 15-minute album in the United States alone. Led by the boys of Rhythm, the Cranberries went against the brash frontman.
Can you put down? It's not perfect. They're always not going to stay looking like that.
If it doesn't come out, we'll just have to get a chainsaw. We'll give you your hand to take hold.
Should be grand. You just wouldn't have to go to school for a few days.
You'd like that, would you? Just the last time. Girl, you're really good. Yeah, not so bad at all.
You're not